Hello, my name is Courtney Staley, and my role for our group was to determine how the geography of Sicily, the United States, and Mexico helped bring the rise of the Sicilian Mafia, the American Mafia, and the Mexican drug cartels, respectively. Now, everyone knows that location is the key to making any business great, and these groups are no strangers to that. Now, as for the Sicilian Mafia, they got their starts basically because they were in a great location. Now, back whenever they came into power in the late 1800s, the citrus trade was huge, and specifically the citrus trade from Sicily. Now, Sicily has renowned citrus fruit trees, including lemon and oranges. And this is pretty much how the Mafia got their start. They had been the workers of the land previously, and pretty much being sick of the fact that they were working and never making any money, they decided to take over. And by taking over the farms, they were able to reap the rewards of sending the fruit that they were able to grow to the Americas, actually, in places like England, who were all clamoring to get the citrus fruit that they had. Now, one thing that helped this out was the fact that they're on the Mediterranean Sea, and there's a huge trade route that goes along there. Likewise, for the American Mafia, the geography helped them get their start. During Prohibition is pretty much when the American Mafia came into power, mostly from the fact that they were able to provide a service that the people wanted. Most people didn't like Prohibition, and they still wanted to drink. And the Mafia had the means of getting alcohol to them. And one of the ways of doing this was by overtaking the trade routes that were available. By railroad, by land, and by sea, the Mafia had the market cornered on importing alcohol. And in fact, one example of this is that they even were able to influence the Coast Guard on the East Coast into basically looking other way as they got shipments of alcohol from Europe. Same thing with the Mexican drug cartels. They got their start because they were in the middle of supply and demand, basically. The South American, a lot of the South American countries produce drugs that they ship out all over the world. And unfortunately, the United States is one of the biggest consumers of those drugs. Well, Mexico's right in the middle, so it puts them as the perfect middleman. They won't allow the drugs to go through Mexico without getting a little bit of the cut, and they also can help ensure that those drugs get to the United States safely. So as you can see, geography is very important, and like I said before, location can make or break any kind of business, even crime businesses. So they were able to work it out to their advantage.